Welcome to the Histories. I'm your host, Herodotus. Today, we embark on an extraordinary journey through time, exploring one of the most fascinating stories in human history, the history of Jericho. Located in the fertile oasis of the Jordan Valley, Jericho has been a crossroads of civilization for thousands of years, its strategic position making it a hub of trade, culture, and conflict. As we delve into the earliest history of Jericho, we find ourselves transported to a time of great change and upheaval. Around 9600 BCE, the warming of the planet led to the expansion of forests and the availability of new resources, drawing hunter-gatherer groups to settle in permanent locations. The site of Jericho itself is situated near the spring of Ain Sultan, which provided a reliable source of water, making it an attractive location for early settlers. Imagine the landscape of that time: lush vegetation, the sound of running water, and the warmth of the sun beating down upon the earth. It was here that the earliest evidence of human habitation at Jericho was discovered, with simple dwellings made from mud bricks and wooden frames dating back to around 9600 BCE. These early structures demonstrate a remarkable level of sophistication considering the technological limitations of the time. The presence of these buildings also suggests a certain degree of social organization and cooperation among the inhabitants. As we explore the history of Jericho's origins, we find evidence of a complex network of trade relationships with neighboring communities. The discovery of obsidian tools, originating from as far away as modern-day Turkey, attests to the existence of extensive exchange networks that played a crucial role in shaping the cultural and economic landscape of the region. We can envision the traders traveling along ancient routes, exchanging goods and ideas, and forging connections that would have far-reaching consequences. One notable example of this adaptability can be seen in the construction of Jericho's famous wall, which dates back to around 8000 BCE. This impressive structure, built from stone and mud bricks, not only provided protection against potential threats, but also served as a testament to the ingenuity and cooperation of the city's inhabitants. The wall, towering above the surrounding landscape, would have been an imposing sight, a symbol of the city's strength and resilience. As we explore the earliest history of Jericho, we begin to appreciate the intricate web of relationships between its inhabitants, their environment, and neighboring communities. The city's development is marked by a series of innovations, from the domestication of plants and animals to the creation of complex social structures. The discovery of artifacts such as pottery and weaving tools also highlights the resourcefulness and creativity of Jericho's early inhabitants. We can imagine the daily lives of the inhabitants as they went about their tasks, tending to their crops, raising their animals, and interacting with one another in a rich tapestry of social relationships. The stage is set for the rise of a thriving metropolis, one that will be shaped by the interactions of its inhabitants with the wider world. Welcome back to the Histories. I'm your host, Herodotus. As we continue our journey through the fascinating story of Jericho, we now find ourselves in the midst of its most influential period, a time of great transformation and growth that would leave an indelible mark on human history. Around 7000 BCE, Jericho underwent significant changes, with the emergence of a more complex society. The city's inhabitants began to develop more sophisticated agricultural practices, including irrigation systems which allowed for greater crop yields and a more stable food supply. This, in turn, enabled the population to grow, and with it, the development of specialized labor and social hierarchies. Imagine walking through the bustling streets of Jericho during this period, surrounded by people from all walks of life, each contributing their skills and expertise to the vibrant tapestry of the city. The sound of merchants hawking their wares, the smell of freshly baked bread wafting from the ovens, and the sight of artisans crafting intricate pottery and weaving beautiful textiles would have been a feast for the senses. As we explore this pivotal period in Jericho's history, we find evidence of extensive trade networks that stretched far beyond the city's walls. The discovery of artifacts such as copper tools, originating from modern-day Anatolia, and lapis lazuli, sourced from present-day Afghanistan, attest to the city's connections with distant regions. The famous archaeologist Kathleen Kenyon once noted that the history of Jericho is a story of continuous occupation, with each successive culture building on the foundations of its predecessors. This sentiment rings true as we consider the numerous cultural and technological advancements that took place during this period. The development of more sophisticated pottery techniques, the introduction of new crops such as wheat and barley, and the creation of intricate stone carvings all demonstrate the ingenuity and creativity of Jericho's inhabitants. One notable example of this innovation can be seen in the construction of Jericho's impressive temple, which dates back to around 6000 BCE. This magnificent structure, built from limestone and mud bricks, not only served as a center of worship, but also as a symbol of the city's wealth and power. The temple's intricate carvings and ornate decorations would have been a testament to the skill and craftsmanship of Jericho's artisans. As we delve deeper into this period, we find that Jericho's influence extended far beyond its walls. The city's strategic location made it a hub of trade and cultural exchange, with merchants and travelers coming from all over to experience its vibrant markets and stunning architecture. The city's reputation as a center of learning and culture would have attracted scholars and philosophers who would have been drawn to its renowned libraries and scriptoriums. The words of the ancient Greek historian Herodotus come to mind. The city of Jericho is a marvel, a place where the past and present converge. As we explore this pivotal period in Jericho's history, we begin to appreciate the intricate web of relationships between its inhabitants, their environment, and neighboring communities. The stage is set for the rise of a thriving metropolis, one that will be shaped by the interactions of its inhabitants with the wider world. Welcome back to the Histories. I'm your host, Herodotus. As we conclude our journey through the fascinating story of Jericho, we now find ourselves in the midst of its decline and explore the lasting legacy of this ancient city. Around 1500 BCE, Jericho began to experience a period of significant decline, marked by a series of devastating earthquakes, droughts, and invaders. The city's once thriving economy and culture were severely impacted, leading to a substantial reduction in population and a shift in power dynamics. The Egyptians, who had long been allies and trading partners with the people of Jericho, eventually abandoned the city, leaving it vulnerable to other regional powers. One notable example of this decline can be seen in the abandonment of Jericho's impressive temple, which had once served as a center of worship and learning. The temple's intricate carvings and ornate decorations were left to decay, a testament to the city's faded glory. The words of the ancient Greek historian Herodotus come to mind. The city of Jericho is a shadow of its former self, a reminder that even the greatest civilizations can fall. Despite this decline, Jericho's legacy continued to shape the region. The city's strategic location made it an attractive target for various empires and conquerors, including the Assyrians, Babylonians, and Romans. Each of these powers left their mark on the city, contributing to its rich cultural heritage. The famous archaeologist Kathleen Kenyon once noted that the history of Jericho is a story of continuous occupation, with each successive culture building on the foundations of its predecessors. As we explore this period of decline and legacy, we find evidence of extensive trade networks that continued to stretch far beyond the city's walls. The discovery of artifacts such as Greek pottery, Roman coins, and Islamic textiles attest to Jericho's ongoing connections with distant regions. The city's reputation as a center of learning and culture may have faded, but its influence on the development of Western civilization remains profound. Today, Jericho stands as a testament to the enduring power of human ingenuity and creativity. Despite being one of the oldest continuously occupied cities in the world, it continues to captivate and inspire us with its rich history and cultural significance. As we conclude our journey through the story of Jericho, we are reminded that even the greatest civilizations can rise and fall, but their legacy can endure for millennia. In reflecting on Jericho's decline and legacy, we are also reminded of the importance of preserving our cultural heritage for future generations. The city story serves as a powerful reminder of the need to protect and conserve our historical sites, artifacts, and traditions, lest we forget the lessons of the past. As the ancient Greek historian Herodotus once said, "The past is prologue, and those who do not learn from it are doomed to repeat its mistakes." Join me next time on The Histories as we explore another fascinating story from the annals of human history. That's all for today's History with Herodotus. Remember to like, share, and subscribe.